Don't say you're old, because you're not. It's a state of mind.
Mm-hmm.
You are as young as you feel, and if you dress the way that, that's trendy and in style right now, you're going to feel that younger.
Yeah.
Mentally.
I mean, I 100% agree. And it doesn't even need to take a lot of time if you're someone who says, I don't like to spend a lot of time getting ready. I mean, I'm ready in 30 minutes in the morning. Because, I have short hair, so it's super easy. But I love going to my closet and picking out what I'm going to wear.
Welcome to Aging in Style with me, Lori Williams. I'm an optimist by nature, and I believe you can follow your dreams at any age. My grandmother's journey with dementia ignited a passion in me to work with seniors. I've spent the past 13 years learning about seniors and aging. In my mid-50s, I followed my own dream and founded my company, where I use my expertise to help seniors locate housing and resources. On this podcast, we cover all aspects of aging. Join us each week to meet senior living experts and inspirational seniors who are following their dreams. The fact is, we're all aging, so why not do it in style?
Hi, welcome to today's episode of Aging in Style. Today we are talking about fashion for women over 60. This is such an important topic. We are going to bust through some myths and misconceptions that people have about how to dress once they reach a certain age. And there is no rule. There are no rules. So we're going to talk about that with Susan Bauermeister. She is the owner of Mainstream Boutique in Flower Mound. And welcome, Susan.
Thank you so much for having me, Lori.
I'm so excited you're here.
Too.
I am a huge supporter of Susan's store.
Yes, she is. You're probably one of my best supporters.
Oh, that's good to know. Let's not tell my husband that. But so we are going to talk about just all these myths that come up. But first, tell us a little bit about yourself, Susan.
Okay, well, I am married. I have 2 daughters. I have 2 sisters, so I'm around women a lot. I used to be in the salon spa industry. That was kind of where I gravitated towards and had this opportunity to get into the fashion world. My daughter was working at Mainstream Boutique, and she said, Mom, this would be fun. Let's work together. And I was hesitant to give up my spa experiences. Well, number one, I got spa experiences for free, so that was nice, right? That was a plus.
That's hard to give up.
But I thought, okay, that might be fun, work with my daughter. So started working there, and the opportunity arose that I found out that the store was for sale. So my husband and I inquired about it and decided, let's pursue this. And 2 months into that, I was the owner of Mainstream Boutique. So it was very fast, but it's been absolutely wonderful. Love it so much. And I love all of my women that come into the store to look and feel beautiful. So
that's great. And I think, I've been thinking about doing a show on this, but I think we were talking one time about women who come in and just are like, I'm too old to wear that. Or, there's just all these different myths that women, they have in their heads. They think that, once I'm a certain age, I can't dress cute or I can't wear my hair a certain way. So let's talk about some of those. What are some of the things that you hear women say?
I hear on a daily basis, I hear women come in and they look at our clothes, and we are a multi-generational store. So we try to pick fashions that's going to appeal to a 21-year-old and also a 60-year-old. Not to give up ages, but that's about the ages that my daughter and I are. So all the fashions in the store are something that we feel like both age groups are gonna like. But I hear, I can't wear that. I'm too old to wear that. That's something my daughter would wear. Or, I can't wear those distressed denim, and it's just too young for them. And that is such a myth, because there are no rules. And being trendy is going to make you feel and look better, I feel like. And so I hear that all the time. That's one thing I hear. Let's see what else.
Like, I don't want to try to look young.
Yeah, so I don't want to be out. I don't want to be out in public and people look at me thinking, what's that older woman like trying to look young? And I hear that a lot too. And I also hear, oh, my daughter, if I buy that, my daughter is going to think, what are you doing, Mom? Were you trying to look like me? So they have that get into their head as well. So I think it's just, something they're within themselves to think this way, or if they're being told this from other people.
I think it's a culture. I honestly do, because, if you think back, I'm 58, so my grandparents, when I think of them, I think late 70s, early 80s. And, my grandmother, one, just wore pretty much house dresses.
Yes.
And, sorry, Grandma. But she wore house dresses and slippers. And then my other grandmother wore a lot of the little, polyester pantsuits.
Yes.
Matching little pantsuit. Then she always wore her girdle. And then they both had, I call it the little short poodle do, the set.
Yes.
And I feel I remember thinking that that's what you look like once you're an older person. And they had to be probably in their 60s at that time.
Right.
Which is kind of scary for me.
That's very scary to think about that. But yes, you're right. And I think a lot of times, they look more for comfort back then, or that was a comfort thing for them, or the generation where they felt like they had to dress up and wear the polyester pantsuits and the matching jewelry and, be all dolled up. And there was that generation that felt that way too. That's how my grandmother was. She always dressed to the nines, but it's just not that way anymore.
Yeah.
It doesn't need to be that way anymore.
People are more casual, and we were talking about this earlier, is that I always wear jeans. That is my comfort zone, and I do wear distressed jeans.
Yes.
I'm wearing distressed jeans right now because that's my favorite. And what I love about shopping in your stores, I don't ever think I'm going in there and I'm trying to look young. I've never have had that thought.
No.
I've never thought, oh, my daughter is going to be embarrassed or whatever. Seriously, my daughter is 19. She steals my clothes out of the closet.
Right. And that's what I wanted to go for.
Yeah.
I wanted it to be a store where grandmas and their daughters and then their granddaughters would come in and shop, and everybody would find something that they would love. And, my daughter being 23 now, she picks out the clothes with me, and we are in total agreement on these styles for women between, 21 and 81. These myths that these women have, we just need to figure out how to get rid of those myths.
Exactly.
Address these myths.
So some of these myths and rules are, I have to have, when we talk about hair, I have to have the short hair once I'm over 50 or whatever age. I have to cut my hair short. I can't have a funky color. We know people who are in their 60s who have purple in their hair.
Yes. And they look fabulous.
Absolutely.
They look fabulous. And like you said, spiky hair, kind of rock style hair, if you can definitely do that and look absolutely fabulous. You don't have to have a shampoo set once a week. There's just so many different things you can do.
Yeah.
And you're going to get so many compliments, and people are going to really take notice. And it's going to make, that in turn is going to make you feel better.
I totally agree. And whether you choose to have long hair because that's what you feel comfortable with and you feel that's the whole thing, is how you feel about yourself.
Right.
And not getting into a mindset of I'm this age, so I pretty much give up because I can't be sexy and pretty anymore.
And that is definitely a myth.
It is.
It really is. Women are beautiful. I see so many women coming in the store in their 70s, in their 80s. They are gorgeous. I'm like, boy, I hope I look as good as you do in, 20 years. And another thing, another going back to what they feel like they can't wear. They talk about, their arms. They don't want to wear something sleeveless. They want their arms covered. And there's no reason for that either. There's so many ways to get around that. If you truly are not comfortable with something totally sleeveless, there's so many tops now that are so trendy that have little flutter sleeves, little ruffles, maybe 2 little ruffles going down on the top part of your arm, and it will make you feel like you're not wearing something sleeveless. And it's going to give you more confidence.
Yeah, and I can attest to that because I was one who never wanted to wear sleeveless. Or, I'd wear a tank, but I would wear a little jacket over it or a shrug or whatever. But when you got those shirts in or those tops that have a little flutter sleeve, just like there's some that have a little ruffle. I think I bought every color you have because it's so hot here in Texas, right? So I'm like, this is ridiculous. I'm not putting a jacket on. Well, I start wearing those and I feel good. I feel confident in it. And now, I'll put on, if I'm at home, a tank top or whatever, and I'm just like, whatever, I feel I want to be comfortable, and I do feel like I look good in it.
And the thing about these styles too is it's so flattering, so like if you want to you think dressing frumpy or, oversized t-shirts and have a comfort level, be comfortable, it's actually going to make you not look as good. It's going to make you look heavier or frumpier or older, where if you wear something that is more fitted or has the style that's going to flatter you, it's going to make you just look so much better.
I think women, and I have found myself in the past, not anymore, but I'd be like, I'm not going to try that on because that's not going to look good on me. You know what? You never know till you try something on. I'm always surprised that I'll pick something up. I'm like, I don't know how it's going to look, but I'm going to try it. And then sometimes I'm like, oh my gosh, that looks so good.
Yes. And I hear that a lot too. They may think it doesn't look appealing on the hanger, but if we encourage them, go try that on. And then it's so funny because they'll walk out of that store, you can tell. Like they just feel so much better. And then they'll come back, another time and say, oh, you would not believe how many compliments. I wore that when I went out to dinner and you would not believe people I didn't even know stopping me and saying, oh my gosh, where'd you get that? And their confidence level goes up when you are getting, that type of compliment all the time.
I was at an event yesterday and a woman came up to talk to us and I just, had a comment on how beautiful she was. And I mean, I knew she was older. I didn't think she was her age. She was, I think, 82. And I thought maybe 63 or so. But she had on like a sundress kind of thing. But it was a floral kind of print. It was really cute. And then she had a jacket over it. And she had on this gorgeous necklace. So the dress had like pinks in it and the necklace had greens. And I'm just like, you just look stunning. I mean, her face was lit up. And she told me how old she was. And my husband was with me and we were both like, no, you are
There's no way you're that
No way.
age.
And I mean, she didn't have on heels because, once a certain age, a lot of women cannot wear heels. I've known some women in their 90s who still rocked heels, but for myself, wearing heels is not comfortable.
Yeah,
and
me neither.
Yeah, but she had like cute like flats on, but they, looked like they had some support to them. But I mean, she was adorable.
Yeah.
So
and getting onto that subject too is when you're talking about shoes.
Yeah.
A lot of women over 60 think they can't wear tennis shoes or sneakers anymore. And that is so not true. And they can be very comfortable and rock those Converse, rock those Vans, those Sperry's, rock those shoes because they're adorable and they look so cute on.
Yeah.
And there's no reason you can't wear those in any color.
Absolutely. There was a lady when I worked in an independent living community, and she had, I think I said Converse earlier, but I think they were Keds.
Okay.
And so she, with every outfit, she would have a different color. Like she had red and pink and green, every color you could imagine. And she was adorable because she would come out in her cute little outfit. She always had her jewelry on.
Right.
And just those, the fancy little color of the shoes and the pop of it. I mean, she was adorable.
Yeah.
She got the memo that there's no role with fashion.
No. And same thing with the jewelry, talking about the jewelry. We have so many pieces in the store that are, I would say, trendy. Smiley faces is big now. There's trends that go through, lightning bolts, smiley faces, all these little trends that come. And there's no reason you can't wear those. I mean, I remember wearing smiley faces back in the 70s.
Me too,
right?
Yes.
And those are so back in right now.
Yeah.
And
Are
we have
peace signs back?
Peace signs. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Peace signs. We actually have a couple jackets coming in for the fall that have peace on the back, peace signs on the back.
Yeah.
Or they say rock and roll or...
you have the jeans that have rock and roll on them, right? And we have a mutual friend who shops there who is in her 60s and she wears those and she looks amazing.
Looks awesome. Yeah, she really does. So don't let the jewelry either, that you have to wear sensible jewelry. Let's have some fun. Let's kick it up and,
I love like really like chunky jewelry. I wear a little bit of everything, but I mean, especially with because I opt for short hair just because I think it looks good on me, that I think it looks better than long hair. So I always wear like huge earrings. But for me, that makes me feel comfortable and I feel that that's my style, you know? Yeah. And like you're wearing, y'all can't see her, but she's wearing a chunky necklace with a heart on it, which I have the same necklace.
Yes.
But I love that.
Yes,
and I could see someone maybe saying, oh, that's too young for me. It's not, though. It looks
definitely
amazing.
Not. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and any color too. I mean, this comes in all colors. And
I always get compliments when I wear that.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about maybe some tips for people, that feel self-conscious about their bodies. Because there are things, like we talked a little bit about the sleeveless, but sometimes, as we get older, of course, with menopause, a lot of us, we gain weight in areas that we, don't want to. But there are ways that instead of just wearing a big oversized thing, which makes you look bigger, there are ways to make your body look better by certain styles that you choose. So what are some things that, women come in and complain about?
Usually it's the midsection, and they call it back fat.
Oh, yeah.
Their rolls. But ladies, high-waisted jeans are really in right now. You'd be hard pressed to even find mid-rise or a low-rise denim. So high-rise definitely helps. It holds you in. It's above the midsection, so that definitely and it elongates you and it makes you look thin. It's really nice. If you had a top maybe that you felt was a little too short, you can just wear some really nice undergarments like tank tops that go a little bit longer than the top, and then that's going to help too. There's so many styles that that fit you where it cinches you kind of in the waist area, which is, it accentuates your waist in a good way, if that makes sense. Yeah. Where it makes your waist look smaller.
Like a lot of the jackets that you get in, they do that because of the way that they're cut in. I wear a lot of those with denim because I think, and that is fashionable to wear, kind of like ripped denim with a jacket.
With a cute little blazer.
Super cute.
Yeah, it's such a good look, and you look very put together, but yet you're still really comfortable.
Yeah.
You look trendy, and it's going to make you feel younger, and it's going to just give you that self-confidence.
Because, when someone says, oh my gosh, you look so cute, or that I like your style, and it does. It makes you feel good because, you want to. You want to look your best. I think at any age, I feel like even when I'm 90, I'm God willing, I'm still going to want to look my best.
Absolutely. And you will.
Exactly. And your tanks, I love the tanks that you have, and women can find these. I don't know how to say it, but they're kind of like they hold you in.
The
basically.
Nikki Bickies. They're called Nikki Bicky, yes. And they are one size. And so, yes, they just kind of conform to your body, but they hold everything kind of in. And so if you do have that top where, maybe the midsection's a problem, it's going to smooth you out, and it's not going to accentuate.
Yeah, it truly does. Like it smooths you out. Then you put the other top. Like, I wear a lot of them under things that are a little blousier or whatever, and I feel comfortable in that.
Yeah.
What are some other things, other tips on fashion? We talked a little bit about shoes. Like you don't have to wear the grandma shoes. I just put that in quotes, the grandma shoes.
Do we talk about skirts and dresses?
No,
so that's another thing. So the dresses I have in the store, they're not mini dresses or anything. They are like a midi or even a maxi. But I hear women sometimes will say, oh, that dress, that's just going to be too short for me. And they're not too short. They just have this preconceived notion that they don't want to show their legs, or, oh, I've got, varicose veins, or I've got this, I've got that. And really and truly, if you put on a dress, it's just going to flatter your body. If women were supposed to all wear maxi dresses all the time, then, why would designers make these great midi dresses? And that's gonna just gonna accentuate your figure and make you feel fabulous in it.
And with skirt length also, sometimes you may be thinking, oh, if I wear my skirt like past my knees, that's gonna look better. But sometimes that cuts you off. Like for me, it's like right at my knee or right above my knees is the best length.
Yes.
Unless I wear like a longer dress or maxi dress.
Right. And even if you're taller, I find that for me, like even with shorts, that's another thing. Shorts, they don't want to wear shorts. The shorts have to be like a capri style short or a Bermuda shorts, I guess is a better term. And that's not the case either, because I feel like when I put on a Bermuda short, I feel like I need to roll it up a couple times because I don't think that it's not flattering to me, for me. Now, I can understand wanting a longer short. That's great. But there are shorts that you may think are short, just try them on because you'd be surprised
I did
how good it looks.
Yeah, because I used to like them like almost like right above my knee, like the longer ones.
Right.
And then you told me try these on, and they're sort of like mid-thigh, and actually they look a lot better.
Right. Yeah, they do, right? I just think it makes your leg look better.
I'm kind of glad to say, I think capri pants have gone away, haven't they? Remember?
Yeah.
Are those still around?
There's really not too many capri pants around anymore. Now, there's more ankle length denim where you can kind of roll them a couple times at the bottom. But capris have kind of gone out.
Yeah, when I think back, I had like a lot of capris back in the day.
So did I.
And when I see pictures, I'm like, oh, that was not so very flattering.
Yeah. So the things in your mind that you think are flattering because you feel like you should be wearing that. You need to just rethink the way you think.
Yeah.
And I mean,
and you mentioned that about denim, like the ankle. My daughter is the one. She's like, Mom, you need to roll that a couple of times. And, then I'll put it with my flip flops. And I'm like, dang, she's right. That looks so much better.
Super cute look. Yeah. And even taller women who are putting on denim and they think it's too short, like lengthwise, a lot of times that is the style. I mean, if you look at any models in any magazines, on any websites, the denim and the pants are hitting them like above their ankles. It's not to the floor anymore.
Yeah.
It used to be that was the style. To the floor. It had to hit, the top of your shoe. That is not the case anymore.
Okay.
Now, of course, there's longer denim, boot cut denim, when you're wearing boots and things that you do want a little bit longer. But, a lot of times you're just tucking them into your boots anyway. And that's a really trendy, fun
and that's a cute, I love that in the fall, wearing my jeans tucked into my boots.
Absolutely.
That's another with dresses. So in the fall, if you're not real confident about your legs, you can wear tights and boots and, whatever. And that's super cute.
Yes. And throw away those pantyhose.
No pantyhose.
That's not a thing.
That will date you.
That will definitely date you. Do not wear pantyhose. Wear tights. Tights are cute. Or nothing. Just bare leg. And like you said, put some boots on, some booties. Even short booties is a really cute look too with a dress.
What are some things that age you? We didn't talk about that, but some things like you said, pantyhose. Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Every now and then I'll see someone wearing pantyhose and I kind of do a double take because I was told this is when I found out pantyhose had gone away. So I had taken off several years to raise my kids. And then I went back to work. 15 years ago, I went back to work and I was looking for dress clothes and I went into the loft and I'm like, do women wear pantyhose still? And they're like, oh, no, don't wear pantyhose. No. I was like, okay, I didn't know.
I remember those days.
Yeah.
I need some black pantyhose and some nude pantyhose.
Yeah, and taupe.
Yes. Oh, no, not anymore. So that will definitely date you. Extremely sensitive shoes because, like we talked about, there's some shoes out there that are very comfortable. They're considered comfort shoes, but they're very trendy and cool and fun.
Yeah, like you said, Clark's.
Like Clark's is such a good brand. They make some really cute styles that are, I wear them a lot and they are so comfortable. I can wear them all day long and my feet never hurt me. But then, you have the ones that are more like orthopedic looking that are sensible and comfortable. But you don't have to go that route.
Yeah.
So that would, like you said, SAS shoes or whatever.
My grandma used to take her to the store to get her SAS shoes. I don't even know if those are...
I don't even know.
I always call them sass. Or I wonder, because I would say she was sassy in her sassy shoes.
In her sass shoes. Yeah, so I think that would be something that would definitely date you. Just like you say, hairstyles. The hairstyle can definitely...
Yeah, sometimes I'll run across people... I don't want to insult anyone, but like the 80s style, like where it's still like super permed and kind of like that will date you for sure. If you love that style, rock on. But if you're trying to look a little trendier.
Even women who are a little bit older and they have super, super long hair, that's not really a very flattering look either.
That's true. Yeah. And then, of course, like I'm sure there's some makeup things. Like, of course, if you put blue eyeshadow on, everyone's going to be like,
blue eyeshadow. Yes. And big false eyelashes. I don't think that's such a good thing anymore.
Yeah. Or like eyebrows, too. We're like really going into this whole makeup thing, but remember like in the 90s it was like really thin eyebrows and everyone overplucked them. Now it's like you want like a defined nice eyebrow. Yeah, or they shave the eyebrows off like you say and then just put them pencil them in. It's interesting how the styles come and go. In like the 80s when I look back at pictures, I'm like, oh, those were some bushy eyebrows you had there, girl.
And it's funny how some fashions from back in our day, 70s or whatever, are so in style now, like flares.
I love those flare jeans. Denim. Yeah, she showed me some yesterday, that flare at the bottom, and I think those are very flattering on,
Very flattering. Even if you are more petite, tall, it's such a flattering look. And that's definitely back in style now. So some of these things that are very fond memories of your teenage years, well, you get to experience them again.
Exactly. Yeah. And why not?
Yes.
So, we got to bust all these myths. And you can look trendy when you're older. And
absolutely.
We talked about, there's a lady I know who, my gosh, she has to be probably mid-70s, and she has short hair, and then she also like spikes it, like she does gel or something in it. I mean, it looks amazing on her.
I have several customers in their 70s, and they come in and they always look so trendy and stylish, and they'll wear, black leather jackets, and I mean, even wear faux leather pants, and they just look so great.
Yeah.
And the jewelry, the chunky jewelry, and very, very trendy, and they look absolutely fabulous. You would never know their age.
Yeah. And now, I mean, you're not going to mistake them for someone in their 20s, even though they're dressed this way, but you're going to look at, this is how I feel. If I look at a woman like that and she's got a leather jacket on and maybe she's 80, I don't know, but I'm just like, she looks amazing.
Absolutely. Yeah, you're not going to, that's the myth. Don't look at that person. That person shouldn't be thinking, oh, this person's looking at me thinking, wow, who is she trying to look young? You know, how dare she? How dare she be trendy? Most people are not saying that.
No,
they are saying, wow, I hope I'm hip and looking like that when I'm in my 80s.
And if someone is saying something negative, it's probably because they're jealous.
Right. Probably so. Yes.
That is the truth.
Yes.
So, I mean, I completely agree. The other thing is, like, people think, like, you become self-conscious about something on your body. So maybe you're self-conscious about your arms or about your legs, and you think everyone's looking at that. They're not.
They're not. They really are not. Seriously. Yeah.
Like, you, like, hyper-focus on whatever it is on your body that you don't like. If it's your tummy or your thighs or whatever. We, like, hyper-focus on it, but other people are just looking at you as a whole, and they're not thinking
No, they're
about
looking
it.
at your amazing outfit and how put together you look. They're not saying, oh, her upper arms are a little flabby, or or they're not thinking that.
Yeah.
They're really not.
No,
I never think that. And then I have some women, they'll come to the store and say, oh, I'm just too old. And I said, well, if you're old, I'm ancient.
Yeah.
Like, seriously, you are probably younger than me, and I wear all of that. So don't say you're old, because you're not. It's a state of mind. You are as young as you feel, and if you dress the way that that's trendy and in style right now, you're gonna feel that younger.
Yeah,
mentally.
I mean, I 100% agree, and it doesn't even need to take a lot of time. If you're someone who says, I don't like to spend a lot of time getting ready, I mean, I'm ready in 30 minutes in the morning, because I mean, I have short hair, so it's super easy, but I love going in my closet and picking out what I'm going to wear. I just need a bigger closet.
Yes, you do.
But trying to move my husband to another closet, he's just not going for that. But I mean, I think that's important to get up in the morning and get yourself together and,
yes, absolutely.
And feel good about how you look. And that doesn't mean, it means whatever it means for you. Like, I mean, I don't wear a ton of makeup. I do wear makeup, but if makeup's not your thing, that's fine. But just remember, you can be stylish and look good and put together. You don't have to be like giving up on yourself and just, thinking, oh, because I'm a certain age, I have to wear this.
Right. And also, I know it can be overwhelming going to big department stores. It is for me. Yeah. I don't like shopping that way. I was never a boutique shopper. I was always the big department store shopper, and I can't do that anymore. Boutique shopping. And that's another thing, is people think, oh, it's just so expensive. They hear the name boutique and they think, oh, it's going to be so pricey. And that is something that I pride myself on. There's really nothing in our store right now over $100, So it's very reasonable, and it's an easier way to shop. Yeah. So it's color coordinated, and it's, the outfits are put together, and you don't have to stress out. Like, if you don't like to shop, I get it. But coming into a boutique, it makes it a lot easier to shop, I think.
Well, and I love what you do. You and your daughter put on every Thursday evening, you do a fashion show of the new fashions of the week. And so if you had just like maybe put a picture on Facebook or whatever, if I'd walked in the store, I might think, I don't know. But I see it on your body and how it looks. And I'm like, okay, yes, I love that. And then it makes,
that definitely helps. It definitely helps. And Maddie and I will talk about that when we do our video. Like, Mom, you need to wear this. So the women that are watching know that cute little ruffle dress is not too young. It's going to look great on you, and they're going to look at that and go, oh, well, maybe I can wear that dress. Whereas maybe if Maddie had modeled it, they might have had that mindset again that, oh, that dress is too young for me. So a lot of times I will model the things that maybe the women might think it's too young for them. But then they see it on me and go, well, maybe not.
Yeah.
And like you said, it's better to see it on.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I mean, if you're on a budget, which I mean, a lot of people are on a budget,
Absolutely.
you can still look great. You just get a couple of cute pieces that you can, get a nice pair of denim that looks good on you and maybe a couple of cute blazers. What else would you say for people?
Couple good tanks, that they could wear underneath, blazers. Yeah, just mix and match. A good pair of denim is great to have. Little blazers, a denim jacket, a really nice denim jacket. Maybe
those never go out of style.
They never go out of style. No, they don't. And you could do blue denim, black denim. That's a good piece to have in your wardrobe. And then just mix and match it.
And then you'll always
you
look
don't
good.
need a lot of pieces, really.
Yeah, you don't. Unless you're me.
Or me. But, no. A couple nice sweaters,
Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
yeah.
Well, this has been great. I hope that if you've been thinking that you're too old to wear a certain item of clothing or do your hair a certain way, that this will give you something to think about.
I hope so. I really do. Because you don't need to think that way. Just reverse your thinking and you can rock it. You ladies can rock it. It doesn't matter your age.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
You don't have to dress like your grandma dressed.
No.
You don't have to look frumpy. That is not a rule that once you're over 60, you're no longer sexy and pretty.
Exactly.
And, I mean, something I was reading the other day said that women over 60, a lot of women feel that they're just become invisible. And that makes me really sad to think that. We're not invisible. I mean, we are empowered women and, there's so many women 60 plus who are, starting businesses, they're
absolutely.
changing careers, they're out there just, living it up. And that's how it should be.
It should be. Empower and strengthen and support. Because we need to support each other. And that's important too. So,
yeah. 100%.
Yes.
So get out there and try something new.
Absolutely.
Well, Susan, thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me. It was fun.
Yeah, it was.
Hopefully I see some of these ladies.
I know.
I would love to style them.
Yes. Tell people how they can find you. And,
okay.
And if they're not in Flower Mound, they can still find you no matter where they are.
Yeah. So we are in Flower Mound. We are at 5801 Long Prairie Road, Suite 810. You can come into the store. If you're not in Flower Mound or can't get to the store, you can find us on our Facebook page, Mainstream Boutique Flower Mound, and you can actually shop just directly through our Facebook page, and we can ship it to you. If you're local, I can even drop it off to you. So, there's so many ways. That's a great way to find us. Facebook
and you
page.
You have a lot of women out of state who watch your show every Thursday. It's at 7 o'clock on your Facebook page.
6:30.
6:30, sorry.
Yes, 6:30.
I guess that's why I missed it.
Used to be 7. Yes, we do. We have several women who have found us on our Facebook page who now follow us watch our videos, and we ship out. We have women in Wisconsin and California and Florida, and I don't know how they found us, but I guess they found us on Facebook, and we ship out to them. And so yes, if you can't make it into the store, that's a great way to shop and just go from there.
Well, this podcast goes across the U.S., so if you're listening and you want to check it out, jump on Facebook. And how do they find your Facebook page?
Just you're just going to search out Mainstream Boutique Flower Mound.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
Go and follow. They're on Instagram too.
Yes, we are.
So, okay. Well, thanks for being on.
Thank you, Lori.
And please share this with your friends. I think this is a really great message to get out there to all women. And to listen to our other podcasts, which we have over 100, go to our website, which is LoriWilliams-SeniorServices.com. Thanks for listening. We'll talk to you next week.